Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Tim. Hey, Henry. It's nice to see people in the chat already. And we're back 2 days in a row for the first time. We had a great Halloween show yesterday. So if you missed
With
it,
Tim, who's in the chat now. Yes.
you can go back and hit the replay. It'll still be great, even though it's now November. And I'm sure we're all thinking about Christmas. I know I am. But
It's like you go from Halloween and then it's like, bam, it's right,
yep.
right into the Christmas season, or holiday season.
Today we have a really awesome blue box haul from Goodwill. So, Nate, do you want to explain what the blue boxes are in case anyone doesn't know?
So the blue boxes are the Goodwill. It's the Gulfstream Goodwill in Florida that they come from, but they restock every Friday at 6 p.m. And what it is they have women's clothes, extra small to large, and then plus sizes. The plus sizes do sell out like instantly. I finally grabbed one this week. They have kids clothes. I have grabbed a couple of the kids clothes boxes for my boys for only they were on sale for $12.99 a piece. Regular boxes are $19.99, except the jewelry boxes. There's a more expensive jewelry box that's like, what is it, like $29.99?
So the cheaper one, the craft lot, is 20, and then I think the nicer jewelry is 40.
And there's a men's jewelry one that always sells out too. There's denim repurposed. So they have some really awesome boxes. The one thing I do wish they would do is like a mixed size box, but that's okay. You know, I'm not complaining because compared to ThredUp, the boxes are only $19.99. They do charge shipping, but sometimes they have specials, you know, and if you buy multiple boxes, you save on shipping. So yeah, so it's a really cool, and it's also, they talk about being sustainable. Do you have one of those cards in yours from the denim box?
No,
I'm talking about.
If I do, I have to go hunt for it. So
I have it. I'll look for it while we're going through. But they actually talk about being sustainable and how there's so much textile waste in this country that just you know, it's really a shame. So they're actually trying to do something positive for environmental reasons as well. So it's a great thing.
Yeah, and the way that they market it is basically making it able to shop the bins before things get to the bins. So according to what they say, all of this stuff is clothing that would end up at the bins, but it's caught before it actually gets there. So it hasn't been sorted through yet. I assume from the way they phrase it, but I may not be correct, that this is pre-store.
Yeah, I think so. And it's also surprisingly, nothing is flawed. It looks like they really inspect things beforehand, and there's no stains, there's no holes, there's nothing like that. Even in like the denim box, I don't think they have anything like that. Right.
Yeah, I've been super impressed with the cleanliness overall. So
yeah, they're clean, they're folded nicely. So they really do like actually take care, you know, to provide this service. So it's awesome.
Yeah, so we've been pretty pleased with our blue boxes so far. You can go back and watch our hauls that we've posted of our last blue box unboxing, but we will give sort of a star rating or kind of a review at the end of what we think these boxes are like. And to reiterate, we have not looked at any of the clothing. We have no idea what we're getting.
The exception is I did pick through, because I had 4 boxes. So I did pick through my kids' boxes and the medium box. And I just pulled out a couple of the good things out of those, just because we're pressed for time. But I will be showing my whole denim box, which I have not looked at, and my plus size box, which I have.
A denim box, and then I also bought a craft lot of jewelry, which I did sort through just because the last time I tried to do it on the air, it was such a mess and everything was tangled, so it was hard to do kind of on the fly. But I know it's one of our biggest search terms. People are looking to see what the jewelry boxes look like. So I wanted to get one and share and give my thoughts and give you a little bit of an idea of what you would get. So with that, all of that said, Nate, do you want to start?
Sure. So I am going to pull out, okay, these are the first thing I have here. It's a big box. I'm going to pull out the things that I did kind of cherry pick from the medium box, if I can find them all. I have a couple here. So, okay, so this was probably the best thing that came in the women's medium box. It's Michael Kors. You know, it's like something that you can find at TJ Maxx or whatever. But there are still buyers for that brand, and
new with tags,
always tags. So that's a definite positive. And it's a cute dress. It's like a kind of like a stretch dress. So I don't know. I think I could probably get $30 maybe.
That's
20 to 30, somewhere around there, probably. Realistically, I'll probably put it up for like $29.99 or something.
Yeah, or even like on Poshmark, maybe list it for 35. And
then see, because on Poshmark you do always want to. Okay, this is one of the boys' items that was a score. It's too big for my sons right now, but I'm gonna put it away for next year. So my middle son is obsessed with Jordan items. And in the box, there was a Nike, not a Nike Jordan, but a Nike hoodie, which he loves. He's already worn that. He claimed it like the first day. And I was like, I have to wash it. And he's like, I want to wear it today. But these Jordan pants, they're boys' Jordan pants. They have like the logo there. It just says Jordan down the side. They're just basic black, but he went crazy over them. But I will have to put them away I think he'll fit them next year. They're just too long on him now. So that was a good score. So that box already paid for itself. And then there were like some jeans and some t-shirts and stuff like that, but all stuff that they can wear, So that was definitely, and then this is another thing that was in the medium box. That was a good one. I don't know the brand. It's called Blue Pepper. It's
really pretty.
It's beautiful, actually. It's like a crocheted bodice. And then it's, kind of like that baby doll kind of, look, it's like it's a mini dress, or you could wear it as like a tunic top. And the brand is Blue Pepper, which again, I don't know the brand, but it's a new tag, so super cute.
That looks so perfect for like a holiday party, Christmas, or
so it's probably a good time to list it now because it's a good color. It's a good time of year, so I'll try for maybe $30 or so.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so we'll see. Okay, so
yeah, I'm gonna start with the jewelry. So this is the box that it came in inside the larger box that I got my shipment in.
Oh, okay.
And it was pretty much full. So volume wise, it felt great. It felt really fun just to open it and to see all the stuff inside. It was, again, pretty much just like a complete mess. Everything was tangled, and but that's kind of part of the fun for me. It definitely did feel like being at the bins and wondering what was in there and if there's anything good.
It is fun. It is like a little bit of a thrill with the bins kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I will say two things. One is there definitely is a lot of just kind of junk. I mean, it's a craft lot. I think in terms of, what I was hoping to get, I was hoping for a little bit more, like the materials are better quality, even if the jewelry was broken. There's a lot of really cheap plastic beads. So this is sort of the stuff that I set aside that I definitely wouldn't list, and I might not even keep.
Think you can repurpose some of it?
I mean, some of it, yeah, but it's not like the materials I want to reuse. So
were there a lot of single earrings too?
There were a ton of single earrings. Those were actually some of my favorite pieces though. So we'll get to that. But it seemed like there were a lot of pieces that were maybe from the same person that were just sort of like cheap, handmade.
Oh, okay. When you first held it up, I was like, "Ooh, that looks like something."
Yeah, but then you look like they're literally just like pony beads. On a wire. So I mean, some of these I might reuse because I do craft, so I use beads in my knitting, and I don't always care that they're high end. But like, if I was going to make new jewelry out of this, I would want them to be a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
So again, like these beads are a little bit nicer. This is just like a hand.
Those are pretty. Are they plastic or?
They're plastic, yeah. But they feel a little heavier.
They have the glass look, but.
Right. So this is kind of what I was more hoping for. It's a broken necklace, but has like much prettier, nicer.
Yeah. So you could reuse those beads, or like the seed, or is it all seed beads? I think.
Yeah, they're seed beads. And then. I almost wonder if there was like a shop that went out of business or something, because there was a lot of this jewelry that some of it had price tag. Like this one was.
Well, that's nice. Those are nice.
Yeah. Well, it if you see it in person, it looks pretty worn. So I don't know if I would actually sell it. But Like this was really pretty. A lot of it seemed like it was made in India. So
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's Indian inspired. Yes.
yeah, I think it may have been like one of those like import shops or something that either had a lot of old
it definitely looks Indian
inventory or went out of business. So like this was one of my favorite pieces. So it's still wrapped, says made in India.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and I don't think that, I mean, there's not like a ton of value in it, but I might just wrap them up and put them in like a larger Poshmark order or something as a gift. So they actually do look a little small. I have to try to make sure they're not like too small for
but there's people like my wrists, no matter how much I have really tiny wrists, and so there are people that, and I have problems because a lot of bracelets just fall off of me, so I need the tiny bracelet. So
John has a great question for us. Are you more likely to list an item by a maker you're not familiar with as opposed to a well-known one that may have a saturated market? If I were shopping in a thrift store and not getting stuff from the Blue Box, definitely will always go with the maker I'm not familiar with, because it could be a high-end brand I'm just not a shopper of, retail, and I don't know about. And I love adding to my knowledge, and I just have less fun buying another J. Crew piece, even though I know that's gonna, it's bread and butter.
I think it depends on the brand too. If you're looking at like a St. John or something like, versus a brand that you're not familiar with, you're going to grab that. But I think also with the no brands, you can tell by the quality. Like Lola and I have developed a really good eye for quality. And so, sometimes there's obscure brands that we don't know of, but you can tell like the stitching is done well. The fabric is, is imported Italian fabric or something like that. So I think, those are kind of clues. But yeah, I mean, I think both saturated market, like that Michael Kors dress, it's a saturated market for that. And I'm not going to, because of that, I'm not going to get, what the dress would be worth, even comparable to what the dress would be worth new with tags, like in the department store. So.
But you're definitely going to make a profit off of it.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't think that's not something I would have picked up at the Goodwill. Like if I was shopping, I probably would have picked up that blue pepper dress, which I don't know the brand, over the Michael Kors. That, if I was gonna. So
yeah, probably same. But it's really, for me, it's not about like the what's better. It's more what makes me more excited and keeps me listening and keeps me having fun selling. So
that too.
Yeah. Okay, back to you.
Okay. So I have this huge box here. So, this was in the kids box too. This was the other winner that was. Now, my kids do play sports, and this will fit my little guy because it's an Under Armour shirt. It's like a thermal shirt, and they can wear it like under a t-shirt or under a sports uniform. And it's brand new with tags with the $39.99 price tag on it. So that was another score in the kids box. And okay. I am venturing into the plus sizes. I can't wait to see what's in here. So, okay. So
you want to talk about how you finally purchased a plus size?
Okay. So what happened? Yeah. So what happened? The plus sizes go like hotcakes. I mean, you can't.
Both of us.
Yeah. We've had tried for weeks and weeks and weeks. So now what I have had to do is you have to hit buy it now. You can't like shop around and put other things in your cart. You have to like instantly like. No. And what I did was once I was on that page for the plus size, I just kept refreshing until 6 p.m. when they restock. As soon as it hits 6 p.m., I hit buy it now and immediately just checked out, and that was it. And I got it. But a second later, I went back. All the plus sizes were gone already. So it's that instant. Now, next time I got a 1X, I would like to get, I'll see what's in here, but I would like to get like a 2 or 3X because the larger sizes do, they do sell better. A lot of women in those sizes like to shop online versus the stores. Plus, they have a bigger selection online. So, so I think, I think I was really excited to get this plus box. I texted Lola right away, and she was like, "Oh my God, you got it!" It was very exciting. So,
because the week before we had been on at 6 p.m. We added it to our cart and then tried to get another box into our cart because then you only have to pay shipping once.
but you can't.
And by the time we went to check out,
if you want one of those, the plus size items, men's too, the men's larger sizes go too. So if you want one of those boxes, you can't put anything else in your cart. You just have to get that, check out. Even if you want something else, you just have to pay double shipping because.
So is it worth it? Well, we're about to find out.
Well, let's see. So this is Karen Scott, which is a Macy's brand. It's like a house. I think it's just a.
I think so, yeah.
It's just like a pullover top. It's not zipped. It's not even. It's a hood. It's not a hoodie. It's like just like a high neck kind of pullover black top.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it?
Here, I'm gonna put you on. There we go. Gives you a little more room.
So, so it's nothing that exciting really.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Okay, so this is. Let's see what this. Ooh, my background's falling on me.
Oh
no. Okay. This is St. John's Bay.
I was gonna say St. John.
No, St. John's Bay active.
Sorry, my cat is getting into my yarn. So
I keep seeing you look over. I'm like, what is going on? So this is just St. John's Bay, which is not a desirable brand. It's an extra large. It's kind of a cute top. I mean, maybe if I can lot some of these tops together, and just like do like a 1X extra large. Aw, is that Teddy?
Yeah, it's Teddy. He's not happy.
So I don't know. It's just a St. John's Bay. It's kind of,
And, I don't tell though if it's.
Yeah, and then this is a lot of like kind of hoodie sweat kind of athletic kind of tops. It looks like Half Moon. I have no idea what that brand is, but it does say made in USA of imported yarn.
Oh, that's good.
It's rayon, polyester, and spandex. So I'll have to look up this brand, Half Moon. I don't know, but it's just a plain top. It's a V-neck, but it's pretty soft. But nothing spectacular. Extra large. I was also hoping for more like 1X versus extra large. There is a difference for people that don't know this. Plus size is like a 2X is a plus size. A 1X is a plus size, and XXL is not a plus. It's not really a plus size. An XL is not, because they are cut differently. Like the extra larges are cut a little bit smaller than the 1Xs, so there is a little bit of a difference. I'll do one more and then I'll turn it over here. Okay, so this is extra large. It's just an Old Navy tank top, but it's new with tags.
It's a nice basic.
Yeah, so I mean, I could probably, realistically, it's an extra large petite, which kind of stinks.
Oh, yeah.
So
I always find petite just doesn't bring up as much like in search results and stuff.
Yeah, it's
search for it.
Yeah, especially when you're dealing with plus size petite. I think that's a little more challenging. But okay, so I'll turn it over. So far,
But how many pieces are in the box total? Is it?
I think there's about looks like there's about a dozen pieces.
Okay. So this is some of the better jewelry that I pulled out of the jewelry box. You can tell like the volume again.
Oh yeah,
pretty nice.
That's a pretty decent amount if that's all.
It really is, yeah. And this is the stuff that's intact and just like a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked up comps on any of it, so may or may not be worth listing. But just some really fun pieces. So like this one, there were two necklaces that were like these sort of rope chain. They don't feel super heavy, but they do have like a nice look to them, and they remind me sort of the kind of flapper era, more 80s does 20s, but so this one I think is broken, but like I might figure out how to fix it because it has this really awesome tassel, and it is almost New Year's Eve of going into 2020, and I bet there are going to be a lot of like roaring 20s New Year's Eve parties, so things like that probably good to start listing now.
Yeah, definitely. I think, yeah, for holiday parties, and that's kind of like, I think statement necklaces are big right now too, and
Yes,
those are all kind of
So
statement.
there are a lot of these really pretty like multi-chain necklaces. This one I think is just sort of faux freshwater pearl, but it felt really sturdy. It had a nice metal clasp. Has some like gunk on it, but would be easy to clean. So that's the kind of thing I would consider listing, but I don't know how much. Probably not a ton. And then the other category that seemed to be a lot of these like sort of boho.
Those are pretty. Is that wooden? That's wooden beads.
Yeah, so this is wooden, and I don't think it's real shell, but
It's so boho hippie kind of, yeah, with the,
and it's very like 90s. So this is the kind of thing that's coming back again.
Yeah.
There were a few there was one I don't see it in here, but I'm pretty sure it is real shell. So definitely, happy to list that. This was another one.
Ooh, that's okay. Those are
right.
Are those called puka shells or something?
Yeah, I think this is actually small like stone chips.
Oh, okay. They're really popular. Like if you go to Hawaii, they're everywhere.
Yeah, and they were super big in like the 90s with like skate culture and stuff, and so that's the sort of like the streetwear look that is coming back. I mean, definitely more of a summer thing, but it's still somewhere. And then this actually had a really pretty clasp that was a little unexpected for the.
Oh, pretty, yeah, that's really nice. I like that. So I think so far you've already, I'd say your jewelry box.
With, even if I have 15 maybe pieces, it can easily make my money back. So, as much as I was unhappy with some of what I got, the rest of it is, good enough that I will keep buying these boxes. I'll just say that in case anyone doubts that. And then there were a bunch of pieces that were, I think there was some sort of like Brighton or similar brand. Some of them were quite dirty. So that was the only other thing about this, is that going through it, like I could really feel the grime on my fingers. Not disappointed with that, again, because it's a great deal. And that's kind of part of the fun, is like sorting through stuff that other people would just consider to be garbage. But I was surprised because all of the other boxes we've gotten, including the other jewelry box I got, have been really nice and clean. So this one's really pretty, but like definitely clean. It's like a charm bracelet, and it has some different.
I could see that one selling, especially since it's got the kind of like the religious.
Yeah, the angel, and just like really, really sweet kind of like messages. Come fly with me, like the angel.
Is that lightweight or?
And no, it's pretty heavy. It feels
really
nice and solid.
So that might be a good one.
So it has some surface wear, but I think it'll look better.
Now, if you list that, where will you list it, on Posh or on eBay or Etsy?
Posh. I don't think Etsy. It's not vintage. I mean, maybe it's vintage, but I don't know for sure.
So you'll list them on Posh.
Probably Posh.
Posh has a decent jewelry market now. They're.
Yeah. And then this was another that had, I think this one actually might be Brighton, but it has that like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
chain look. Again, kind of dirty, but with cleaning and polish.
It has that. I think it's called a toggle clasp. I think
it does have, or it's a fake toggle clasp actually.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't think it actually works, but yeah, it has that look to it.
Yeah.
So again, I also might lock some of those pieces up, because they definitely.
I was gonna say you could definitely do that. Even some of the stuff that's like kind of mismatched. If you do like a crafter's lot, you could do that.
Exactly.
Maybe you have some from your last box that you can combine, add in.
This is one of my favorite pieces. I'll just show this and throw it back to you.
Oh, that's gorgeous. I love it.
It is Betsey Johnson.
Oh, nice. See, and Betsey Johnson jewelry is actually pretty big on Posh right now.
Yeah, and so it's not super high end. Like it's just like the elastic. But it has a great look to it. And I bet this alone could either pay for my lot or almost pay for my lot. So.
Oh yeah, I would think so. Yeah. What did you pay for the box? Was it $29.99?
I think $19.99.
Oh, okay, it was nice. Oh, because it was the
crafter lot,
salvage box or yeah. Okay, so women's extra large champion shorts. They're just, I mean, Champion's Target now, so.
Right. I mean, if there's other workout clothes in your box, that could be a nice lot for going into New Year's. People
Yeah, so far I'm not thrilled with the box, but still, it's stuff that I
for
think.
how hard it was to get, I feel like maybe it's not worth the
Well, maybe also there's not a lot. Maybe that's why they sell out, because they don't have a lot
That's what I was
in
thinking.
those sizes. So they it's kind of like not the. So this is okay. So this is a skirt. It's cute.
That's really pretty.
So the catch is it's Talbot's,
Yeah.
but the catch is that it's a 16 petite.
So it's petite. And is 16 really plus size? It's more
16 is a plus size. Anything really over, well, 12, 14 is like the start of it. 12.
Okay.
Yeah. So so 16 petite. I don't know about like it's a cute skirt. I think the size is going to kind of make it sit for a while. But
you get your money back on the box with that, I think.
I could probably get like 20, 25 bucks for that skirt. Yeah. Okay, so one more thing here. Okay, this is new with tags. It's got the $14.99 Marshall's tag on it as well. But it's Jones, New York, and it is a 1X new with tag. So that's kind of, I mean, that one, it's short sleeve though. Like it's the wrong season for it, but still, somebody might wear it under a sweater or something.
It's super pretty. It reminds me of like a kaleidoscope.
It is really pretty. So this one, I would say I could probably get like 20 bucks for.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, it's got the $14.99. I will take this So if you have a tag like this from a store, like a Marshall tag, take that off before you.
Leave the other tag, right.
Yeah, leave the other tag, take the Marshalls off, because usually you're going to be selling it for more than that. And then I don't really have much left in the plus size, but okay, what is this? This is Calvin Klein, size 16. Just a basic black skirt.
That's not bad. That's a good work staple.
Yeah, I mean, that might, it is. It's like a nice little kind of pencil skirt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a size 16. So it's a, Calvin Klein is kind of an okay brand. It's
I think it has a good following among people who need to dress a little bit, like a notch.
It might be good to bring that brand into my closet, because it's not something I would pick up, but again, okay, so I have a couple more, but I will turn it over to you and then I'll finish my box.
So there's a few more pieces in here that I wanted to share. This was one of my favorite pieces. I think it looks sort of handmade, not, a brand, but it's a shell.
Oh.
Sort of shell bead turned into a flower.
Is it a ring?
It's a ring. It has an adjustable.
That's pretty.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is really, worth listing, if it's worth enough to list.
I'd wear it. I mean,
it's so pretty. Like I might wear it or throw it in as a free gift. And it just made me really happy because I thought it was so beautiful. And then this, I think I'm going to keep for myself. It's not real for sure. And it's too big. So I don't know if it's worth resizing because it's not gold or anything, but it's like a vintage glass 3-stone ring.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And it has a really beautiful setting. No marks. It doesn't feel that heavy.
I think that's my favorite piece so far.
This was definitely my favorite piece. And if I bought this at like a vintage store, I would easily pay $15, $20 for it.
Oh yeah, that pays for the box right there. But I think it looks nice on your hand. I think I would keep it probably.
I would keep it. It's just I have very small fingers and it's too large even for like my middle fingers. So if I take it to get resized and it's just not worth getting it resized, I may just try and sell it. But I really liked it. And again, it's very grimy. If you look closely, it really needs to be cleaned. But I also think this is a good opportunity for me to practice my jewelry cleaning because that's not something that I've done much of. And I would hate to start practicing on like a really nice piece of gold jewelry. So this might be perfect for me to, try a few techniques that I haven't tried before. I think those are my favorite pieces. So I might start do a couple jeans and then.
Yeah, sure. Are there okay? John has.
Well, you always have the best questions.
I know.
Are there sellers who specialize in plus size? There definitely are. I think it's hard to do because it's hard to source. Just as it shows that like
harder. The thing with plus size though is that when you get to the larger sizes, style over brand matters more. You know, because people, there's less selection in the stores in general in the larger sizes. So women that, you know, are the larger sizes are looking for style more than brand. Like so you can sell like some of the lower end brands for a decent amount still, because that you wouldn't in the lower sizes, because there's more to offer in the lower sizes, I think. But I do notice that there are some, like there's Posh closets that are just all plus sizes. Absolutely. There's people that just sell plus sizes. I love to sell plus sizes because they usually do very well for me, but you know, I like selling a mix of everything, but absolutely there's.
Yeah, for sure. And there are now some brands that specialize in plus sizes, and, you know, like their focus is offering more fashionable and beautiful clothes for.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, kind of like what is it? It's not Torrid. That's one that.
Or Universal Standard, which I was confused with. Universal Thread is the Target one, right?
Yeah.
They've partnered, I believe it's them. They partnered with Anthropologie to offer some larger.
Yeah, so that's cool. I wish one brand that I wish would offer larger sizes is Lululemon, but unfortunately.
Well, their CEO, I think he's now gone, but like one of the founders was famous for being an asshole and being like, if you can't fit into our like size 8 or size 10, you're not our customer.
Yeah, and they do go up to 14, but it's hard, but not in everything. And I think their 14 is everything runs small, so it's not. So really, plus size women can't shop at Lulu, which is sad.
But so all that's to say, I think there is an opportunity to look out for some of these brands. Like
exactly,
and I can find them all the time. I would love to specialize in it, but I've just, you know, had a hard time finding.
It is. It's harder to. I mean, it's hard. Usually in the thrift stores, there's like plentiful assortment of everything else, and there's like a small plus size section usually. So
yeah. Okay, so I sort of cheated just a little bit. In that when I was opening the box to get the jewelry out, I did see one tag. And I don't know what it is. I just saw the tag on the back of the item. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is fake. Yeah. I saw this.
Oh God, yeah.
I do not think these are real.
No. What's the inside look like?
Oh yeah, they're super. Well, wait, no, that looks nice. I'm really confused now.
Let me see the inside.
Verify the tag has the holograph. Wait, is that holograph in? No, I think this is fake. Because then it says verify it has the holograph label, but the holograph isn't there.
It's not under.
There's no holograph is spelled wrong.
Yeah, I think they're fake.
So I did actually pull out an item I know is genuine.
And you know what? To give the Goodwill some credit there, they had no idea. They don't know that.
Yeah, this is a craft lot, so you know things like that. I'm not like super surprised that they would end up in. Okay, so this is a real Dolce & Gabbana shirt.
Yeah,
and hologram is spelled correctly.
Oh, it's spelled wrong there?
It's spelled wrong on this one. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. There's a tip off. So if you see something spelled wrong, you know you've got a fake. There's a
so hologram in Italian must be hologriff. I don't speak Italian. I took 4 years of Latin, but I don't speak Italian. And then holograph in English is the H is added, but it's spelled HOLOGRIFFE. So it's like a combination of hologram and hologriff in Italian and English.
Yeah, so that's definitely
so it's not real. But I think it is made in Italy because all of these things are in Italian. But yeah. Anyway,
definitely.
Okay, so that's fine. The fabric actually feels really nice. It's really, really soft, like very fine, almost like velvet corduroy. So, you know, as a craft lot, I would totally cut these up.
Yeah, you could do that. You could cut them up and repurpose them. So there you go.
Yeah. So it's a small bummer, but not horrible. And again, I'm like, they're not going to go through and check off into Steve all these items.
Oh
And
yeah.
in a craft lot, I'm not upset about that. Oh, these are nice. I mean, they're not high end, but they're Gap. Just the
Oh,
basic.
those are cute.
Yeah.
And the 1969 jeans, those that
Mhm.
style actually, are they what cut are they?
They are the always skinny 26, so small,
Yeah,
but
these
not
would do
super.
well though.
And like everything we've said so far,
Those will pay for the box.
well, and they just feel like they're in perfect condition. Like they have no wear. There's no wear at the crotch, which is always the thing that
Yeah.
I'm checking on jeans that I'm reselling.
And on the bottom hems or the
They
fraying.
feel so crisp, like they've never even been
That's
washed.
great.
So,
So there's a score there.
mm-hmm.
Um,
You want to go?
yeah, so I only have one more item in the plus size box, and it is Ava and Grace. I don't know the brand, but it's a petite extra large. So it's kind of a cute shirt. I mean, it's a cute top, but I'm just kind of bummed about it's got that in the front where you can like tie it.
Oh, that's cute. That's really in right now.
So it's a cute top, and maybe it won't be a deal breaker that it's a petite because it's got the shorter sleeves, and the tie bottom. So usually on the petite they're cut, like the sleeves are cut shorter. So that's one thing that with the long sleeve tops it's harder to sell. So I'm kind of bummed that it's a petite, but still, I think that was my overall assessment of the plus box. Now is that I was disappointed that there were so many petites in there, for plus. But what am I going to do? And really, it's not bad because I think I might lot some of those plainer tops together, the extra large plainer tops. I think I just might do a lot of them, and the rest, I'll just try to sell individually. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I kind of think I have the same feeling as you, where it's a little bit of a bummer that there's so many petite sizes and like not true, like the extra large instead of a larger size. But in terms of like getting your value as a sourcing opportunity, you're definitely going to get your money back.
I'd be interested to do like a 3 extra large box and see what's in there. I'd be very interested to see.
Definitely.
To get an even larger. I just grabbed what I could at the time.
I mean, I think my only hesitation about trying to get a plus size box is that because I know I'd have to pay shipping individually for it, that just makes it harder for me to, to add it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I paid $7.99 shipping. So I paid $27.99 for that box.
Which is still not bad, but
I'll get my money back and make a profit, but there's nothing in there that was like, wow, this is like, they're like usually in the medium and the smaller boxes, I found that there's like a couple items that are like the wow items, like the highlights. I didn't find anything like that. Like maybe the Talbot skirt, but the deal breaker on that is that it's a 16 petite. So
yeah, but the Calvin Klein skirt, those are really nice, solid items. But again, not.
I mean, they'll sell. They might. I'll probably try to sell them on Posh. See what happens. And we can update with what we do sell.
Yeah,
so it was in the medium box. This was the other item that was in the medium box. That was decent. It's Art and B, which is a brand that used to be more popular than it is now. And it's that one shoulder style.
Oh, that's pretty.
So that's kind of. Yeah, it's got that ruche side, the like it's if you don't know what that term means, it's like the like a cinched kind of stretchy thing, like fabric. So it's cute. I mean, I would say my medium box did better. The stuff I'm not showing you in my medium box there were a lot of no boundaries, no tags items. No boundaries is Walmart. I might have to get some water.
Yeah, why don't you go get some water and I'll do some more of my jeans.
I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
Allergy season, maybe. I'm suffering a little bit.
Okay, we'll be right back. I'm just going to grab some water.
White, which is always a gamble. They look, I'll definitely look them over super closely. They're cropped, kind of capri length, Lee Easy Fit. So again, not a super high-end brand, but very new feeling. They definitely don't feel like they've been washed much, if anything. Size 6, so not huge, but not tiny. there's other Lee or kind of summery type crop pants. I might lot these up, but otherwise I just list them. So yeah, happy with that. See some darker denim in here, which is always good for fall. Oh, these are nice. These are, I think, an older Joe's. They have the embroidered logo on the pocket. Size 30, which is actually my size, so I might try these on. Excuse me. What is with this? Now I have a tickle in my throat too. It's definitely allergy season. So these are also cropped, but they have kind of a fun little, not quite flare, straight leg, boot, almost boot cut bottom that's sort of folded over. I think that was done in the factory. Doesn't look like it was a DIY thing. But yeah, these are super cute, and if they don't fit, list them. Last time I got a ton of low-rise pants, and it seems like I'm getting a bunch of them this time as well, which personally is not my favorite style, but it is coming back in. So I think, you know, people will be looking for that. This is fun. Hugo Boss, which I would not pick up. I have ethical issues with the brand, but I mean, it is a good high-end brand and sells pretty well. So I've heard. So these look nice. They look like they have sort of a shorter inseam, but are full length. So straight size 29, 32. So maybe they were hemmed because they feel shorter than 32. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely like a higher end brand and a nice pair of denim. They feel a bit more worn, but I think because they are a higher end brand, it doesn't matter. You can see that looks like wear, not intentional distressing. And they feel sort of, I don't know how to, like thinner, as if they've been washed a number of times and became thinner through wear. But again, like really, really clean and came well folded and rolled up. So
I'm back.
you're back. What, after you left, I started coughing too.
Oh my gosh. It took me a little bit because I had like a coughing fit. I don't know what happened, but I have like this tickle in my throat and I can't.
Yeah, I think it's just allergy season because I definitely feel a little stuffed up too.
Oh my goodness. So
okay, I'll do one more and then
sorry about that.
Let's see. This is amazing. I think it's a sticker, but it looks like the warning labels on cigarettes, and it says textile waste seriously and harms environmental health. So I will
that's exactly what I was looking for. Yeah. So
yeah, and it's a sticker, so I'll just stick it somewhere.
Oh, that's cool. They are stickers. Yeah, I have them. Yeah, I had oh, so there was one more item in my plus box that I missed.
Oh, do you want
a black tank, but it's like a shapewear tank.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know what the brand is. It's called Free Press.
Free Press is the house brand of Nordstrom Rack.
Oh, okay. So, you know,
it's decent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those stretchy kind of like shapewear tops. So that might, you know, it might do well. So there was a little,
yeah, that might be one of your best items.
Yeah. So
okay, so I just pulled these out, and then oh, another Gap pair, 26 perfect boot.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And again, I was mentioning while you were gone, I'm getting a ton of these low rise jeans last time, which it, you know, not a style I want to see come back, but I think we'll start selling really well.
I think the low rise flare are going to come back like the 90s.
Yeah, so these are flare, but they are boot and they are pretty wide. So
it's flare wide and low rise for total 90s. Yeah. So I'll start my denim box.
Go for it. Be curious to see how similar this stuff is.
Yeah. So okay, these are Tommy Hilfiger. They are. Trying to see what size it is. Size 14. They're cropped though, but still.
I got a few crop pairs in mine too.
But you know, they're probably not going to sell as well right now. However, what I might do is put them on eBay because of the fact that we have an international audience. And when it's winter here, it is summer somewhere else. The bottoms are kind of cool too. I think they're meant to be cuffed. So
it's so funny. I got a very similar pair of
so so these aren't bad. I mean, I might be able to get $20 out of them.
Yeah.
This is this one? Kind of exciting. DKNY jeans. They are low rise, boot cut. So, nothing too exciting, but they might. And they're what size are these? Are size 10s. They're decent.
They look a little bigger, and the dark wash is great for fall.
Yeah. So again, maybe $20 or so. So these are. Do you know this brand, American Bozzy?
No,
I have never heard of this brand. Anybody know?
That'll be interesting to look up. I don't know that one.
Yeah, I don't know, but they're designed by. See, now I don't know because it says designed by USA. So right there, it's not made in China.
Oh, so I just Googled it. It says Forever 21.
Okay.
But they're also sold. It looks like they're sold at Lulu's.
Okay.
Number one wholesale denim company, American Bozzy.
So these are kind of cool because they have the at the knees. They have the distress look. They're stretch jeans. They're stretch with the. You can see on the legs. They have the holes.
So they're also. It looks like they're being sold at Doll's Kill, which is like a.
Never heard of that.
Longer. I think they're the reincarnation of Nasty Gal, something like that.
Oh, okay. So it's not. It's nothing like it's a lower end brand, but still. But it's so they are juniors.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a teenage brand. So
yeah, so maybe they'll do well in Posh. Who knows? I mean, I'll try them in Posh. Now, when you're selling jeans, Lola, I have a question for you. When you're selling jeans like that, like those are black jeans with holes with the distressed holes in the knees. Now, I don't photo them on a mannequin because I don't have a full size mannequin, so I will lay them flat and show them. But the holes are not going to really show through well. So how would you do anything to show that?
Yeah, so I would probably put them butt face up and then fold the legs down over them so that the holes at the knee fall kind of like in the center of where the legs are folded over. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. I was just wondering what you do. I think I'll do something similar to that, but you really, that's kind of like the highlight of the jeans. So
exactly. Yeah, you want to put those in the center. And I also just photograph jeans on the ground.
Yeah, I do it on my back deck actually, because it's got like that nice distressed wood kind of look, like it looks like a background. So, so these are. I'll do one more, and then these are Guess. They're 29 by 32. So, they're super low rise. They're slim straight. They're like ridiculously low rise. So if you look, So, but do
they have the little triangle logo?
They do on.
That's great. Yeah, that's what you want to look for.
So these might do well. I mean, they don't have the triangle on the back. And then they also have the that on the back. So I don't know. What do you think about those?
I think they're great. One thing I've found about even the slightly more vintage Guess jeans, like from the 2000s, they usually have a style number, and if you Google it, you can still find stock photos, or at least the exact style name of the older style.
Yeah, that's a good tip. I will.
Really helpful for listing.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have more to share?
I have more. Okay. Oh, here's my.
These do have a style number.
So, yeah, okay. So the denim repurpose box and the jewelry repurpose box are both $19.99, and then I paid $7.99 shipping for both of them. So that's what I paid. So not bad at all. There's a few more pairs in here. These are Buffalo. They're stretchy. Yeah, they have a pretty high amount of spandex. They feel 4% spandex. Size 29. These look just a little dated. Not, not like vintage, like good dated, just kind of not as stylish. But they are in like pristine condition.
Oh, yeah. So, and there's somebody out there who likes that brand who will look
Yeah.
for that cut.
Or
That's one
who
thing with jeans.
the more fitted, more like jegging kind of piece. So.
That's one thing with jeans is that I think people are devoted to their brands and cuts. So especially when a cut like the Long and Lean and Gap, when they discontinue that. And that is a very desirable cut now. If you see Gap Long and Lean, buy it because, there's people that are really looking for that cut because they discontinued it. So
yeah. I think people are also braver at buying jeans online because if they have the exact pair, they want another pair, they know what fits them, they can go and buy it, as opposed to, even buying a top from a company well, like J. Crew or Madewell or Gap or something. Like within that same company, different tops can fit different ways.
Oh, yeah. So
that might not mean a whole lot, but jeans pretty much always, your, size 28, size 30, and that's it.
Yeah. So, and your inseam and measurements. I mean, and a lot of a lot of jeans, not all of them, more for men's jeans, they have, the inseam and the waist size are right there, so. However, I will say, don't still measure because there is shrinkage and sometimes those measurements are not accurate. So,
or they've been hemmed. So look closely to make sure they haven't been hemmed.
Right, that too.
Close that. These are awesome. They look like they're lucky.
That was a good one.
They feel so nice. I really think these are older because they don't make them like they used to. And one way you can tell. Okay, so these aren't super old. The best Lucky jeans, and some people look for this, they have the Lucky U on the crotch is embroidered, but this is a patch, so it's not as old.
Good to know.
But yeah, that is something to look for. And definitely if you have a pair like that, mention it.
So like the Lucky, the Seven, the Citizens of Humanity, the True Religion jeans, those all used to be like huge brands that would sell like in hundreds. Now they're still popular, but the desire for them, I think the market got more saturated, so they're not as, you can't get as much for them now, but they still sell.
So Tim's asking, what is the site called for blue boxes? It is the Goodwill Blue Box. I bet it's on the address.
It's just goodwillbluebox.com.
Goodwillbluebox.com. Yeah. I always just Google it.
Yeah. So, and they restock every Friday at 6. So Tim, that would be a great sourcing opportunity for you.
In a few hours.
Yeah, $19.99 plus the $7.99 shipping. So
the baby boot. I don't know if that just means they're not quite as. Oh no, they're pretty wide.
Okay.
They look like flare.
Not bad.
The style I think will do really well. And the dark denim. I want to go like wear them to an apple orchard. Okay, I'll do one more and then.
Yeah.
This is a fun color. Okay, so they're kind of a taupe. They're Jones, New York.
Wow. Okay.
Straight. So not as.
Oh, I like the color.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Oh, that's a great color. Okay, so the color will sell those, not the brand.
Oh yeah, I mean this is like the perfect color to be wearing jeans, but they kind of look like slacks, so you can wear them to work and get away with it.
Yeah, those are cute. Like for somebody that has like casual Fridays at work or something. Do you have more jeans in there?
I have more, but you can go. I have a couple more pairs.
Yeah, I have a couple more, so let's see. I have Levi's. They are 502s, 32 by 32.
It's a good size.
I guess they're women's. I mean,
yeah, I think some Levi's women's will have the measurements on them.
Yeah,
and 32 by 32, but
the button is on the side. The women's like this, but yeah, but they're kind of like a straight cut. So I don't know. I think they're, and then okay, 527. Don't know what that size is, but these are. I like that the jeans are mixed sizes. That's awesome, but I can't find a size on these. I don't know. Oh, they're there. Okay, 33 by 32. So I guess they're women's. I don't know. I mean, they seem to be cut more like women's jeans, but
Yeah, I'm sure if they have, well, I guess it is the style, right? The 5.
yeah. So I'll have to look up the style because they have it. I mean, the style name, the style number, and the size is right on the back patch. So
yeah.
So
if you start looking it up, it'll.
I'm thinking that these are kind of like, bread and butter kind of Levi's. They're not anything.
Yeah, they're not like the vintage ones,
but
still,
yeah. I mean, I totally wouldn't expect to find a Big E pair in the blue box.
You never know.
These are Old Navy, and they are a size 14, ultra low waist, but they're shorts. So.
Oh, but those are nice. Like slightly longer shorts. I know.
Yeah, they're like Bermuda shorts, kind of.
Yeah, some people look for the slightly longer, more modest shorts.
So in the winter too, you can wear shorts with tights.
Yeah. This looks cuff too. If you wanted to make them look a little shorter.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe. I mean, I'll still list these now. I just let's see. This is. Are yours all women's jeans too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apartment 9, which is their size 6 straight leg. So that's a Kohl's brand, a Kohl's house brand. So nothing exciting there, but still.
Bread and butter.
Yeah, exactly. 20.
They have some cute
like I would probably take like 15 for those.
Wait, hold the back pockets up again.
Oh, they have rhinestones on the back.
That's cute. Someone will be, that'll catch their eye. So they're a little bit.
Yeah, so that'll maybe, yeah. Oh, and they have it on the front too. There's a little, you can see.
That's adorable.
Yeah, so actually you're right. These are kind of cute. I missed that.
I would totally, I keep talking about how holiday parties and stuff, but wearing that with a cute kind of sequin top for Thanksgiving, comfy, but a little more glam than normal.
Yeah, so I think, so those might not be so bad. I can probably get $20 for those.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. Oh, do you have more?
No, go ahead, and I'll do I only have 3 more, so I'll do the rest after you.
I think I also have 3 more.
Okay.
Trying to feel without looking. And then I have my item from the shop Goodwill.
Oh yeah, I was like, you teased that yesterday, and I'm dying.
I love these already.
Ooh, what is that?
I don't know, but they're super wide leg.
Wow, those are
UK style by French Connection. So I don't know the UK style. That might be a
French Connection is, yeah.
I mean, French Connection is a great brand. So this might be like a diffusion brand, and they are 18W, so they are actually plus size.
The French Connection is the one that was notorious for the shirts that were UK. So a curse word there that was kind of letters were, but those were very popular a while back. When
I was in high school, I definitely had.
I think it was in the 90s. Yeah, they had sweatshirts and stuff with that on it. It was big. Yeah.
Okay, so these are True Religion. They look fine to me. I think they're real.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely well, that's good.
So they're tiny. They're size 25.
Okay, that's really nice.
And True Religion runs small, so these are
so Posh would be a good market for that.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of younger, kind of teen-ish, buyers that.
I love that.
So yeah, I could see a tween or a teen wearing those.
Yeah, and True Religion is not quite what it used to be,
but it's still.
Yeah, someone is still going to be super excited to get these for me for $30. And
I kind of that tier is kind of I say Lucky, True Religion, Citizens of Humanity, and Seven are kind of.
Well, the thing about all of those brands. So when I was super into high-end denim in high school and college, True Religion jeans it still was hard to get them for less than $200. They were super.
Oh yeah.
Lucky was a bit cheaper. It was $60 to $80 maybe.
Citizens there too.
Now they're just not as trendy. They are somewhat less expensive, just you can feel in terms of the manufacturing. And then the big one that RIP Rockin' Republic.
Oh yes, because
$100
Kohl's killed that brand.
Kohl's, yeah.
So in our Goodwill, in the Goodwill in Philly that we go to,
Mhm.
the boutique section in jeans, what do you find there? You find Lucky, you find True Religion, like it's all those brands, like a ton of them, because they still put them in the boutique section, but they're so plentiful at the thrift now.
Right. The jean brands that are big now, I would look for Frame, Mother.
What did you say was the first one you said?
Frame.
Oh, yes.
Mother. I've mentioned this before because it's my favorite, DL 1961. 1 Teaspoon. I finally found my first pair with you last weekend. They're known for being more destroyed and distressed.
Yeah.
They're very cool and very trendy right now.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah. So just like everything else, even though denim is always sort of standard, the brands that
the high-end brands, like if you do find like a real Dolce & Gabbana or something like that,
for sure. Acne.
Oh yes, I hate that name. Yes, Acne. We just found one the other day.
Yeah.
But it was super tiny. And
I found a pair.
You found a pair and I found a pair. The pair that I found, I put back because they were super duper tiny and they were kind of like, I felt like they were too worn. So
yeah, the I found were super, super beat up. I think they're men's, but they almost like, they look naturally beat up in a way.
These were like pleatherish and they had like cracks and stuff. They weren't, but maybe I should have gotten them, but I was kind of being picky. So, all right. So I have 2 more and this is kind of a dud, but it's okay because they're decent size. They're juniors, which is odd. A junior's 19, which
interesting. I don't think
so. It's an extra large junior.
So it's plus size.
No boundaries. With the $9.99 or $9.92 price tag from Walmart on them. So they're new tags, but
super soft.
So realistically, I'll probably get like $10 for these. Because that's what you get. That's what they are at Walmart. But on the other hand, it's off season. So if I sell them on eBay, people might be looking for, because that's not something that's in Walmart right now. You can't.
They're going on a cruise, they're going on vacation, can't find them in their local store.
And the last one is Nautica, which is an okay brand. They're size 8. I do like the inside. It says less waist, more style.
Nice.
But they're super skinny. Oh, you know what? These look like they're kids. Yeah, these have to be kids. There's no way.
They look like a larger kids. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely kids. But they're yeah, they look long for an 8 though, but they're kids jeans. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. I have 3 boys, so I think a boy could wear these.
Yeah, you can always get them hemmed or
yeah. So that's kind of an oddball one, but it's definitely not like a woman's 8. So
yeah, but I mean, if there's like some kid who's a beanpole and is having a hard time finding, extra long jeans, that could be just the right size.
One more pair. These are H&M. They're stretch jeans. They are size 10, which is decent. But there's nothing spectacular. They're skinny leg stretch. So, I would probably take 15 for those. Maybe, I'll see what on Posh. Like even if I got an offer for like 12, that would probably be the least I would take. But for something like that, I'm not going to make a lot. But it's
right. So, what would you rate the denim box overall?
Are we going like 1 to 10 or A to?
I was gonna say like 1 to 5, maybe 1 to
1 to 5. So I would say that my denim box is a 4.
Really?
Yeah. Why?
I would have rated it a little bit higher. I mean, it's not like high-end brands, but
I guess for what I'm gonna get if I think about like add up what I'm gonna get for it, I guess I was hoping for a couple better brands in it. Like you got the True Religions.
Yeah.
So I think your box warrants a 5 more than mine. And those other ones, the French Connection jeans, I think the style on those are really good. So I guess that's why I'm saying maybe a 4.5. I'll give it a 4.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that makes sense. I have a good mind if I like.
yeah, see, I think if I had a couple of like those brands that you did, I think I
Right.
would rate it a little higher.
But
But
and even without the True Religion and like Lucky Jeans, even if they were all like bread and butter Gap, I
yeah,
mean,
I think mine was more bread and butter. You got like the Gap, the Lucky, the True Religion. Like you got some better.
oh yeah, okay. So I will say I definitely lucked out. But even if I, were to buy another one and knew that that was not necessarily going to happen again, the fact that this is marketed as a repurpose box and
Oh yeah,
it's clean and pristine condition, and you got some new tags, like
yeah.
it's just definitely above and beyond like what I would hope to get for the money. The jewelry repurpose, I will say, is more kind of on par with what I would expect for something marketed that way, and even that's like, there's just like literal gems in there. So,
Yeah.
well, not literal gems, definitely high quality jewelry that gets mixed in occasionally and might have a few flaws, but
So I will say that the two, I mean, I got kids boxes, which I didn't show everything. So just clothes like for my kids, but I showed like the Under Armour and the Jordan. And then there was so my kids boxes were all fives for sure. My medium box, I would say, is a 5. Now there were some things I didn't show. There were some Gap and Taylor, what else was in there? Ralph Lauren pants. So there were some like a lot of bread and butter stuff. Then there was also like the whole no boundaries thing, which I might just lot them together. But the Michael Kors, that Arden Beige top with the one shoulder and the that crocheted look kind of mini dress, I think those made the box worth it. So that box is a 5. And then my plus size box, I was disappointed in, I think. Which disappointed in, I mean, like I feel almost like ungrateful, like I'm being like greedy or something, because here we're getting all those clothes $27.99 with shipping. And like 2 items will make my money back on that. So, but I was disappointed that there were so many petites in there. A lot of it was not 1X, it was extra large, which again, and there wasn't anything really spectacular in there that I would say like, oh, this is like the hit of the box. So I would say my plus size box is probably a 2.
yeah, yeah. But overall, I mean, as someone who, like I've said this, I feel like I say this every episode, but like I don't drive. I don't have the health to be able to get out and source. I wish I could, like every week. So to have it come to me is awesome.
Oh yeah.
This feels like a great value. So I'm a huge fan of the blue boxes.
And I might try to do in the future, I might try to snag like a 3X box. Yeah. Because hopefully they won't put petites in there, but I think that size will, no matter what it is, I think that size will sell better.
Yeah, I think if I were to give them feedback, it would do they do a petite box? Because that seems like a better way
I think so, because you get so many petite, like even in the mediums, there's so many petites mixed in.
Yeah.
So I agree. I think a petite box would be a better thing, but
but who knows?
We can't really be beggars can't be choosers, because we're getting this awesome box.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, if you actually went thrifting and bought all of that, you'd probably be paying
more than $20.
Oh yeah,
so my goal today is going to be to list all of these jeans, and if I can list them all, I'm going to buy another one and buy one from ThredUp and do a.
Yeah, they have a special now on ThredUp. They've what is it?
It's still going. Yesterday they had a coupon. At least I don't know if it was.
I knew you had messaged me with it. Do they still have that?
I don't know.
Well, I might do a ThredUp. Right now, I really need to list and not source. I really, really need to list. I'm going to be concentrating. I don't know if I'm going to get another blue box tonight. Probably not. I'll probably wait for another week.
So this is my.
Oh yeah.
Goodwill. And like I mentioned on the show yesterday,
I an auction on Goodwill.
I won an auction.
Goodwill.com is the URL.
I don't think anyone else bid on this. It was on the like ending soon, and
yeah. So you have to go in and create an account, and then you can bid on items. And
I love Shop Goodwill because it reminds me of the early days of eBay, where you could easily just kind of randomly browse through stuff and not know what you're looking for, and just stumble upon things you would have never thought to search for. I miss that about eBay so much, and I feel like it still exists here on Shop Goodwill. And I don't really use it to source. That was why I first started going through the auctions, and I've ended up just buying stuff for myself.
Yeah.
So
And you find bolos when you're searching through, like those ears that you saw.
oh yeah, that was such a, so I think that those went for like no money because the site was glitching as they were about to end. But
yeah, I was trying to like I couldn't load the page, but
I tried to bid, it wasn't working, so I sent it to you because I thought maybe it was my end, but it was
they are like costume ears that move with your.
They like they're almost like mood rings, like they react to your mood and they like move. They're electronic and they move based on mood.
But those are worth a lot, right?
Yeah, they were so bizarre. They don't make them anymore. And on eBay, they were going for like $150, $200, and I think on Shop Goodwill they were like $10.
Yeah, so you can find some gems on there.
Yeah.
Even you'll stumble upon things, you know, it's a good research thing too, because you'll stumble upon things that you don't even know are gems.
Yeah.
Tim has a question.
You say they restock? Yes. So
yeah,
they sell out pretty fast. They restock the blue boxes every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes. So Tim sold out. Yes,
but they will be out in a few hours. So
a lot of Tim, I'm wondering if Tim was looking for a men's box, or can you tell us what you were looking for?
I think at least what I've checked on like Thursdays, it seems like they sell out completely every week. So
yeah, usually there's like an extra small box left in the women's, but that's about it. And I will say now that I've kind of got a range of sizes from the women's boxes, that the smaller boxes have the best items, it seems. Maybe because those sizes are more plentiful.
Probably, yeah.
And, you know, really like the small and the extra small, there are buyers in every size. You know, people that are an extra small or a small need clothes too. So, you know, you will, you know, I know a lot of people are biased. Like they're like, oh, those clothes won't sell those sizes. The only sizes that I can really say that I don't, the men's large. Okay. Yeah, that's probably sold out. So Tim, and that's another thing too, like you can source for yourself, you know. Even if you're not going to sell this stuff, if you can snag a box in your own size, there might be some stuff that, you know, you can keep for yourself. So
I love like buying a bunch of stuff. And I used to do this when I first started reselling. I'd go to the thrift store and mostly shop for myself. And then I'd buy one or two items to flip. And then I knew that the profit on those few items was going to make everything I got for free, you know? And now that I do it more for my own income, I don't think of it that way anymore, but that's the way you look at these boxes, be like, I'm going to buy my own size. I'm going to keep what I like and sell what I don't. And it's basically like getting a whole bunch of new clothes for free.
And when I source for my kids, and I mean, $20 for a whole, and actually they discounted them. They were $12.99 on sale recently when I got the last boxes. $12.99 plus shipping for a whole box of kids' clothes is amazing. You know, because my kids, they need clothes for gym. They play sports. They kill their clothes. Like my little one will paint in art and he'll come home with like paint on his shirt. And, you know, so they are hard on their clothes and they grow so fast. So I can't see spending a lot of money on clothes. Like you go into the Children's Place or Gymboree, which I think is actually going out of business. If you go into those stores though, like the prices are ridiculous, even on the sale items. So I love this for sourcing for my kids. And a lot of the items in there are scores. There's some rejects, but you know what I do is I'll just try to sell those if, you know, and I have 3 kids. So like with the larger sizes, if they reject some of the larger sizes, I might be able to save it for my little one because they all have different tastes in clothing. So
that's a good point. Yeah. So John's asking, since I don't drive, how much of your inventory comes from online?
Good question.
Well, up until now, not a ton actually, because I used to live walking distance from a amazing thrift store. And because I mostly, actually, that's kind of why I mostly sell clothes, because it's easy to carry. So, you know, walk around the corner and pick up some great clothes and be able to carry it home, no problem. Now, with the fact that I moved to a smaller town, so not a city, things aren't as walkable. And then also with my health, I think I'm going to have to change my strategy. And I probably would say going forward, I'm expecting maybe like 75% of my sourcing to be done online. So
but on the other hand, you do have I mean, you'll meet up with me and
Yeah.
we'll go thrifting together.
Absolutely.
And Chris, Lola's wife, does drive, and so maybe Chris can take you too.
Yeah. So the only bummer so far is the thrift stores I've been to in this area tend to feel very picked over. They're just like the quality is not as good.
It's not the city.
Yeah, it's not the city. So I'm not that far from Springfield, Massachusetts, which they do have a Savers in Springfield.
You can check that out.
A larger Goodwill. It's just a hike. Even even if
So
you drive, it's not that close.
and the other thing is too, Lola's spouse Chris is not a thrifter, although I have to say that Chris is a good sport with.
It was a great sport, but it is
It's not like when you're thrifting with someone who is not into it, you kind of feel like you have to kind of like you don't have like all the time, like you feel kind of bad when it's like you reach like the hour mark and they're kind of standing there like and so
already looked through all the books and
so I think even though I'm sure Chris will take you, and it's a different thing when you have when you're thrifting with someone who is not as enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
okay, so this is my item. I got, it's kind of cool. They like have the picture of it on my invoice.
I am dying to know what this is.
Okay, so I will say one thing to watch out for on Shop Goodwill is they do add a handling fee. So I bid $10, which in my head I'm thinking I'm paying $10. I actually ended up paying $17.98 when you include the cost of shipping.
Wow, I can't believe that.
It adds up.
Not everyone charges the handling charge, so it depends on where it's coming from. Right?
Yeah, and it varies how much they charge. So sometimes it's like $1, sometimes.
And then there's auctions that have like 1 cent shipping, and so you can get.
Yeah, so you just have to pay attention. But I will say that for the handling fee, they pack extremely well. So this is the box so far.
I am dying to know. Open it.
It's not gonna be that exciting once I open it.
No, but you teach it. I'm just dying to know what this.
Oh my gosh, it is packed so well. So like, did they include something extra in here? There's 2 little pieces. Oh, it's the lid, probably. That's what it is.
What is it? What is it? Come on. I am horrible too with like unopened presents and all. I'm like a little kid with it. Like I have to shake the box, and I'm like, I can't. So this is like, this is kind of like that now.
But yeah, like this, if you're packing something that's breakable, like
that's great. There's a bubble on it too.
There's bubble wrap underneath this. And I will
free shipping supplies, another added bonus. Free bubble.
This is like almost overkill, but I don't even know what that is.
Well, that's good though. I mean, I would rather have something packed overkill than not adequately, and something great. Did they fill the voids in the box too?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, and I think like Goodwill. If Goodwills are selling online, most of them they're shipping a lot, so they know how to ship.
I think one interesting thing about Shop Goodwill too is if you look through the site by region, you can tell that each region kind of decides what to list differently and will have different things. So like some of them, they only list artwork. Some of them, they list a lot of clothes, and even looks like they might have some.
Yeah, that's true. And I noticed too, some of them do a lot of lots, and others don't, like they do a lot of clothing lots and whatnot. And they all have their own shipping, their own handling, so it's very specific to what Goodwill is.
This is like $5 of bubble wrap.
That is awesome. I'm excited about the bubble wrap. I'd be like, I'd be thrilled.
Take back my complaint about the high cost of handling, because just the cost
of bubble wrap. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a comment from Tim here. They should add a toy blue box. Yeah, that would be awesome. I think it would be cool if they would add like some hard goods,
Okay, so the lid must be in here, and I'm not going to open it because that took forever. But so this is an item that actually fits into 2 different collections I have. So it's a Jim Beam bottle from the 64
World's Fair
in New York City. I collect bourbon bottles, vintage bourbon bottles like this one, the ceramic ones, because my spouse is from Kentucky, and Chris and I drink a lot of bourbon. And so we always have fun finding these when we go back to Kentucky. And I also collect World's Fair memorabilia.
Okay.
So this was a really cool find. I usually won't pay more than $10 for a bourbon bottle. So I feel like I kind of maybe.
Oh, I love it though. It's cool. So if you were to sell this, what would you be able to sell it for?
I mean, it's the thing about World's Fair collectibles is that because everybody went and saved the souvenirs that they had, they're not that hard to find.
Yeah, I know in flea markets. We
Fair.
find them in flea markets.
Yeah, which is kind of why I like finding them. Because,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's fun to collect because it's not super hard to find. I do have a few collectibles from the older World's Fairs, and those are worth quite a bit more. But I mean, this is, if I were to resell this, it'd probably be $15 and $20, like not a ton, but it is sentimental and super special for me because it has that, like, you know, double meaning. And
I love it. I think, and I think when you're buying something for yourself, it's fine to pay more because it's something, if it's something that you really want and are going to value, then you can't really put a price on that. So
for sure.
Awesome. So what was your total with shipping and handling on that?
It was like $17.98 or something.
With the price of the item too?
Yes. So I paid $10 for the item, $3.
Oh, that's really not bad. So yeah, so it's even like I thought the $17.99 was the shipping and handling only.
Oh, so no, that was total completely.
That was total. So that's really not bad. I mean, it's less than I think you would pay for it, like if you were buying it from someone as a buy it now on eBay or something.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Because you probably pay like $20 plus shipping.
It's more than I would have paid in a store, but again, you know, in the store it's going to be a little bit lower because there's not as big of an audience.
And it's something that's harder to find. It's not
because I usually shop in Kentucky. It's also a little bit cheaper there in general. I feel like in Louisville there's just a ton of great little antique malls and flea markets and stuff that I think competition drives the prices down versus like up in the Northeast there's a higher cost of living and things like that.
Definitely, I agree. So not that I've ever thrifted in Louisville, but you know.
We are going to do, I think, a bins showdown around the holidays because I'll be back.
We were talking about that, like a battle of the bins, you know.
Battle of the bins. I already asked
fun, of course, but
it would take me to the bins and
each take like we'll have like a budget like $30 or something, and we'll each see who finds the better haul.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. Stay tuned. And
we don't know what we're gonna do next week. We'll talk about a topic for
we have no ideas, but if you guys
have ideas, but if you have something, if you have an idea that you would like us to talk about, or again, if you would like to be a guest or know someone that would be a great guest, please, message us. We're nalothrifts@gmail.com, so you can send us an email or comment on our YouTube video. Hit us up on Instagram. Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you. And if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, send this to your friends. We will do more Blue Box unboxings and
maybe some thread ups.
Yeah.
So
thank you. Next week. Same time, same channel.
Yeah. Thanks. We'll see you next week. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.